Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Dante Rosario is really a teaser tight end for me. It seems like early in seasons he does just a little bit, and that gives me some hope to think, hey, this guy might be breaking out for this season. Yeah, somebody needs to break out over there because they really only have Steve Smith. Well, unfortunately for Dante and really the rest of the passing offense in general last year, Jake Delhomme was obviously washed up. He had 18 interceptions and only 8 touchdowns last year until they finally started Matt Moore after Jake to suffer an injury. For Dante, I still do hold out hope in this sense at least, that right now this team only has Steve Smith on the roster as far as being a real fantasy relevant guy. Now I know Dwayne Jarrett is projected to be a starter opposite him, and I still hold out some hope for that receiver in particular. Brandon LaFell is another guy I like that they picked up out of LSU, but he's a rookie. On this team though, they may run a lot of 2 tight end sets with Rosario and Jeff King. King is more of a blocking tight end, so Rosario is going to probably be a little bit more the receiving tight end. I just feel with Matt Moore in that lineup, with them having the second easiest schedule to pass against this season, that something's going to break loose. All of a sudden, when Matt Moore came into that lineup, we started seeing Steve Smith become the fantasy receiver we expected him to be, but even more so, we started seeing guys like Muhsin Muhammad, and I think even Dwayne Jarrett had a decent game the last week when Steve was out. So guys started becoming relevant again in this offense, and I would expect a guy like Dante to probably get first rights to be the guy to get the receptions at tight end, as John Fox is very loyal to his veterans, and Dante is in line to be the guy to get the receptions at that position. With Dante, he's not going to get drafted on teams, but I do see a different situation for Carolina now than we've had in past years, so that's definitely a good thing for Dante, and that's one of the reasons why I do believe if he starts getting something done this year, there's a little bit more reason, maybe a lot more reason to believe that he could start having some relevance here in 2010.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football.